already. Everything should be good. But, you know, let's get the intros out of the way. Anyways, good evening, guys. Good night, good morning, wherever you are. Smash Hero 75 here. We're going to be continuing the main story of Dragon Quest VII. Last time, we actually just recruited Gobble here. Well, Gobble is actually the old localization name. In the remakes, he's called Ruff. He's a very much needed party member. That's the word I was looking for. Considering we were using 3 party members for the longest time, but glad we finally have a 4th party member on the team. Mills, good evening. How's it going? How are things on your end? I'm assuming you're feeling a lot better now. Because I remember you mentioning that you were starting to feel a lot better now. So, wishing you the best, bud. But yeah, we're going to be continuing more Dragon Quest VII. It's going to be a short stream tonight, so don't expect like one of my usual longer streams. Because I do have to work tomorrow, unfortunately. It is what it is. But yeah, without further ado, sit back and enjoy the playthrough. Should be a fun time. Let me know if my volume for my voice and the game is like well balanced. Fully recovered? Good to hear, Mills. You love to see it. Anyways, here we got to the next town, and this is where we saved before we called it quits last time. But let's explore this town for the time being. About to have some barbecue chicken pizza. Dude, hell yeah. Barbecue chicken pizza is just so good. Like, you can't go wrong with it. Nose for treasure. 2 nearby, huh? Let's see, what does the weapon shop have? I've never shut up for a single day of my life. I ain't about to start now, so I ain't. And if those auto whatchamacallums have a problem with that, they can take it with me. Welcome to the weapon shop. Ooh, stone axe. A bit weaker, so I don't really need it. Pretty good with what I have. Combo Renegade convinced you? Hell yeah. What about the armor shop here? Iron shield. Scale armor. I feel like I'm good on armor. I think my party does get hurt, but like not to the point where like I lose a ton of health doing so. Just continue on here. I wonder if this thing really has been put out of commission. I'm sure I just saw it on Twitch. Bah. Some things never change. It's always Muggins here who has to patrol the perimeter. But I suppose someone's got to do it. You never know when the blighters are going to strike. What's that? What blighters, you ask? Well, I'm talking about those clanking cats. You can't say that, brother. You can't say the C word like that. Get with the times. If any of the automata come within range of this window, they shall get a jolly good catapulting right between the eyes. Well, say between the eyes. My shooting skills can be somewhat erratic. Huh. Boy needs to hit the aim labs. These 10 tyrants are tough nuts to crack, let me tell you. No arrow can pierce that iron hide of theirs. They do have their weak points. Their eyes are vulnerable, as are the sockets for their hands and feet. A judiciously spread volley of missiles is sure to hit one of their soft spots or another. Thoroughly glad I came to peddle my wares. My medicine's been feeling like Billy-o. Perhaps it wasn't the most sensitive thing I ever said. Moving swiftly on. Welcome to the item shop. Nothing that I really need. I know I'm at a dizzy age, but I've still got all my buttons on. Even an old rider like me can lend a hand by keeping those weapons polished. Now I'll be jiggered if I'm going to see the town of my birth overrun by those changing monstrosities. Alright, well, what about you? Oh, do naff off, will you? I was only just on patrol. It can't be my shift already. Alrighty. Oh, did I not go upstairs? Must have missed that. There is an upstairs, right? Oh, there it is. Huh. Go on. Cast an optic to the southwest. You should be able to see old Faraday Castle. Or frog march from there to protect this luckless frontier town. Frankly, I can't wait to be demobbed. Should be something here. Hey, there we go. And I feel like I got everything. 1 treasure. Oh, 8 total treasures. Go in the inn. Look, it's moving. But how? Is it magic or something? Technology. Wayfarer's clothes. Can anybody wear that? Oh, it's defense down anyways, that's fine. Why not you go when you're outside town? Unless you want to be mauled by a mechanical monstrosity, that is. And they do go after you. Don't make the mistake of trying to run away to the northeast. The Valley Bridge is broken. It's bad for my constitution, I tell you. No trade with the kingdom next door means I don't eat. Oh boy. I feel like I've talked to almost everybody here. No one here. Looks like some kind of robotic soldier. It's clearly seen better days. I think I need to talk to someone inside. Oh. Very convenient. Scale armor. That's perfect. He's got it. He needs it. Wonder if I... 4 in total now. Okay. Now this takes the cake. We know where the ruddy enemy is, and we're just gonna leave him to it. Their base is in that valley great anthill off to the east, and every man amongst us knows it. Our scouts report that the perimeter of the suspected automaton stronghold is patrolled by a sizable force of the Rovers. It's tricky enough to taking on one of them, but confronting a whole legion would be dash near impossible. I distinctly remember strongly advising you to leave our kingdom. Well, I'm not gonna badger you unduly, but if you do get yourselves into trouble, it's entirely on your heads. Is that clear? Oh, I'm a crack shot with a catapult, have you know? Just see all the noble automata out there, struck down neat as you like. That were my handiwork, as it were. That guy's sleeping. Cripes. I'm not off again. This just won't do. I am becoming an incorrigible trickster. If Captain Goodwinding catches me at it, I'll be for the high jump.
Oh.
Good day to you. Are you travelers? Goodness, I must say, I'm astounded that you managed to make it here alive. Our little town of Frobisher has been under constant assault from these awful automata. No one knows why, of course. I would advise you to run along to Faraday Castle. You'll be safer there. I dare say we shan't hold out here forever. An army marches on its stomach. Did you ever hear that one? I don't care how many clockwork cats we're fighting. There's always time for a jolly good feed. Running rather low on supplies, I'm sorry to say. But that's no excuse. There's no recipe to so plain that a little perspiration and a dash of inspiration can't liven it up. There are 30 times after all. These are 50 times after all. This game is mega chill vibes, Mills. It's one of my cozier RPGs, if not the coziest. Oh, I just love dirty laundry. I love to get it as clean can be. Where is... That guy's just passed out.
Huh?
Unhand me, you metal fiend. Prepare for a spot of fisticuffs. I'll make you sing small, you see. Oh, I'm sorry. Seems I was rather hasty and jumping to conclusions there. I must always be ready, even in response. Gosh, how I envy those who will somehow still manage to sleep like tops. So we can't do much here. Those wretched automata don't have a flesh and blood like you and me, you know. When they're injured, nothing but filthy oil spills out everywhere. Our water's awash with the stuff. Oof. I think... I'm done here for right now. Can't do much. Let's just head out for right now. Help!
Hey?
What in the... That must be an automaton. Come on, let's put it out of commission. Let's see here. It's just one guy. It's not gonna be that much. Lightning slash. Not weak to anything else. Ugh. Yeah, I guess he's just weak to electrical attacks. That's a... Oh, that was gonna be a desperate attack. Oh, it attacks twice.
Easy peasy.
That should level up rough.
I say, are you all right? It seems you intervened in the nick of time. But how did this mechanical wretch manage to rouse itself? It was most assuredly defunct.
It most assuredly was not. I mean, you saw it, didn't you? It was trying to kill us!
You are quite correct, of course. On behalf of this kingdom's armed forces, I would like to commend you on your more than creditable efforts. Besting an automaton is no mean feat. You clearly know one end of a sword from the other. In light of which, I have a proposal for you, much as it pains me to say it. Our kingdom cannot hope to hold off the automaton hordes on its own. Thus, we have swallowed our pride and decided to seek the aid of mercenaries who wish to ply their trade here. So tell me, would you consider joining us?
Sure.
Splendid! Now, the first order of business is to introduce the king to his newest recruits. You'll find Faraday Castle to the southwest. My men and I will head there now. When you've combed your hair and arranged yourselves, kindly make your way to the throne room. Oh, hold on a tick. I have neglected to introduce myself. My name is Thaddeus Goodwinding, and I command the king's troops. The battle that lies before us promises to be a brutal and protracted one. But I trust I can rely on your stalwart support.
Alrighty. Guess I'll heal Miracle real quick. Everyone's pretty much topped off. I don't need to go to the inn or anything. From here. Alright. Southwest. That's fine. 8. Oh, interesting. No weaknesses. That's fine. I'll just do this. Oh, bang. Enemies in the area are getting tougher, but I'm also getting a lot more experience while I'm at it. So it's a win-win.
All in a day's work.
We'll also take that level up. Where do I want to go? Oh, I'm stronger. Okay.
That was easy.
Sure, I'll take another herb. Alrighty. Coagulant. I'll defeat this group of enemies and I'll head to the castle. Correct. I'll do bang because it hits everybody. This I'll do Sikkim. There we go. Alright. Let's head to Faraday Castle. Ten treasures. Okay.
Huh.
Hello there. You must be the new recruit to the captain's been crying about. I'd love to congratulate you, but to be honest, I think you're positively barmy to want to fight those iron bludges. Alrighty, let's explore the area. Get some treasures along the way before we continue the main quest here. Oh, it's the new recruits who joined us over in Frobisher. I've heard all about you. And you certainly look like you can handle yourselves. You may very well be the answer to your prayers. Hardwood head. Can Gobble wear that? Or Ruff. I'm so used to calling him by his original name. He cannot. That's fine. This guy's sleeping. What's that noise? It's them. The automata are coming. Help! Blighters finally self-sentenced and hired me. Once I get my first month's wages, I'm going to send them straight to my folks so they can have a slap-up meal on me.
Huh.
I think I... Oh no, I have not. Oh, you must be the captain's new recruits. You're much discussed amongst the troops, but fear not. I've only heard good things. Welcome aboard. Good to hear.
Huh.
I say, you would happen to see the captain anywhere, would you? No. Oh, that's more than a little worrying. He headed to the town of Frobisher to inspect the troops and has been seen since. You see, could he have been ambushed? No, perish the thought. No automaton would dare shake a flan with the captain. No doubt he's made it back safe and sound, and is off giving the king a jolly thorough post-inspection report. What about you?
Huh.
It's the officer's mess. Three gentlemen of intermediate rank retired to silence and requiescence after the manifold tribulations of the working day. Any symposia concerning matters of tactics and strategies also tend to occur within the confines of these four walls. Between you and me, our most recent confabulations have been elephantine in duration and Lilliputian in import. Let's see here. Well, I guess, yeah. Oh, you must be the new recruits we've been hearing so much about.
Huh.
King and the captain are both waiting for you in the throne room. As our newest comrades in arms, it is my pleasure to let you pass.
Huh.
That must be the new lot, eh? Captain Goodwining's told me all about you. You'll find the king upstairs. Don't keep him waiting. This is the royal bedchamber. You really shouldn't go in there, you know. It's awfully rude.
Huh.
You're wondering what that rum contraption shuffling around the corner is? It's a variety of automaton. What's it called, you ask? I believe it is known as an automated debris aspirator. An ADA? You switch the thing on, and it busies itself sucking up dust and other undesirable substances. It can be rather temperamental, mind you.
Ah,
Oh, there you are. Had no trouble getting here, I trust. Now go ahead and introduce yourselves to the king. Sure. Oh, so you must be the travelers that Captain Goodwinding has recruited. I'm happy to welcome you on board. Time we wouldn't have dreamed of passing every passing wayfarer into service, but desperate times calls for desperate measures. My duty as king is to defend our great nation by any means necessary, and if that means relying on the goodwill of strangers, then so be it. And now that there is any need for us to remain strangers, of course, may I ask you your names? The party introduces themselves to the king. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I have absolute faith that you will do my kingdom proud. Now tell me, Captain, how do things stand in Frobisher? The struggle against the automaton horde shows no signs of abating, alas. I rather fear that neither our troops nor the townspeople will prevail for much longer. I see. Then it seems things are worse than I feared. Indeed, Your Majesty. We have a steep hill to climb. If we are to stand a chance, we will need a radical new strategy, and we will need it fast. If I may, Father, would you not agree that this might be an opportune moment to consult with Autonomous? Yes, after all, an expert in all things mechanical and automated. He's bound to have insights in which we could barely begin to conceive. Forgive me if I'm speaking out of turn, Your Highness, but I fear we have nothing to gain from speaking to so immeasurably obstinate an individual. Autonomous harbors a grudge of truly epic proportions against all mankind. He will offer us no assistance, I assure you. It is not as if I have not tried. I know that Autonomous has been rather withdrawn and aloof ever since that incident. Still, I sense that our kingdom has urgent need of him. Please, Captain, do this for me. Speak to him. Speak to your brother. Ask for his aid. Do not badger the captain, darling. Consulting with Autonomous may well prove fruitful, but there are surely other avenues we can explore. Let's start by giving these mercenaries their orders, Captain. Once you have done that, you should rest. You look exhausted, man. Yes, Your Majesty. Now listen up. Listen up, Elot. I'm assigning you to lookout duty, commencing immediately. You're to proceed directly to the roof and relieve the guards stationed at the top of this tower. Now get to it. To get to this lookout tower, we'll have to get onto the roof. We'll work out the rest once we're there, I suppose. Why is getting around castles always such a pain? Who's designing these things for real? No. In some Dragon Quest games, like, getting around around castles is just a pain in the butt. The book entitled The Analects of Confucius. Author takes it from the shelf and takes a closer look. There is no right or wrong in battle. There are only the living and the dead. So does that make battle right or wrong? Do not fear death. There may yet be surprises awaiting you in the next world, or there may not. In which case, be afraid. Okay, Confucius. I'm great at seeing stuff. You can leave this lookout thing to me. Let's see here. Strength ring, that's really good actually. Who do I want to give that to? Probably Kiefer. He already does a butt ton of damage. Oh, I need to give that to somebody. Let's give that to her. Yeah, she needs the defense. Single file. Actually, before I even go to the tower, I want to explore a little bit. Gather a couple more. Actually, I can't do anything here, can I? That's fine. Alright. Seems Captain Goodwinding has returned. I wonder how the good people of Frobisher are faring. I fear things may not be too rosy down that way. Okay, yeah, we can go down here. There is an underground bolt hole where the king and the top brass can scarper to an extremis. Strictly speaking, it's not somewhere raw recruits should be nosing around. But if you did decide to pull that lever, I certainly wouldn't be telling anyone. Good to hear. Before I head down there, though. Oh, I don't care what's on the table. I'll scuff it without a second thought. There ain't a thing I won't eat in the old war world. Horrible. Just think of the people of Frobisher. I only pray the poor things still have enough to eat. The princess is always moping out by herself. No doubt she's got those dreaded automata on her mind. I really wish I could give her some succor. Who wants to listen to an old woman like me? There's more over there. In the backyard here. Nothing to do though, I'm assuming. Nope. Let's see here. There we go. Ooh. A better boomerang. I'll take it. I know it's less, but I do like attacking more enemies at once.
Oh.
These torches need an awful lot of oil, you know. But we have to keep them burning. If they went out, you wouldn't be able to see your hand in front of your face down here. Did I break these? I did. Alright, I guess we can relieve that guy. Oh, it's no good. I simply cannot finish composing my music hall with classic without a good look at an authentic automaton. Hey Katie, how's it going? Hope you're doing well.
Ah.
I already talked to this dude. I'm just continuing on with Dragon Quest VII here. Hopefully I can finish this island before calling it a night, because it's gonna be a short stream, obviously. Just got an almighty ear bashing. Apparently, I've been spending too much time stuffing my face and neglecting my duties. Now I've got to polish all these weapons until I can see my greedy face in them, and all while my tummy's rumbling. It's a downright injustice. Sure. Just a heads up, I'm barely awake, but I did want to show some love before I lose consciousness. It's all good. I appreciate the love and support as usual. Y'all are welcome to come whenever you want. But if you're tired, I recommend you guys getting your rest too. Probably just fall asleep with the stream on for a while. That's all. I appreciate it, Katie. Ollie, they've only gone and made me the main lookout. So dull I can barely keep my poor old peepers open. I didn't go up the stairs when I went in that tower. Alright, but standing still all day isn't just for me. You can keep your guard duties. I want to get out there and give those automaton rotters what for. It's the other tower I gotta go to. Door here. Oh, I simply can't wait to see our beloved palace guard leap into action. They're such an awfully dashing lot. Forgive me, I should explain. When the guards spy anything suspicious, they immediately leap down the trapdoor there to report it. It's just the most breathtaking display of bravery and stoic fulfillment of duty. It sets my heart a-quiver, something awful. There we go.
Huh?
What the devil? I'll definitely be at least listening for those, so please feel free to continue chatting and reading text. Yeah, you got it. I'm here for you guys, Katie. Doing my best. The accents may not be perfect, but you know, it's entertaining. Hopefully. I didn't read that. Oops.
Now.
To the offices of meth without delay. Follow me, soldier. Golly, how devilishly manly. But I suppose this means something awful must have happened. Like how she even gets a line.
What?
Oh, calm down, soldier. Tell me what happened. You say that Frobisher has fallen? Yes, we lost a lot of men. Those things, they're... Come on, man, snap out of it. Stiff upper lip and all that. Yes, sir. We were unable to hold back their advance. After the town fell, the automata withdrew to their base. But I fear they are gathering the troops to march on the castle. I see. At ease, soldier. Rest now. You did well to make it here so gravely injured. So it seems the automata have humbugged us. Alert the troops. We must put the entire castle on the war footing. Yes, sir. You will come with me. We are headed out west, where Autonomous resides in his tinker's shed. Time is against us. Without his assistance, I fear the kingdom stands no chance of survival. Quickly now. There isn't a moment to lose. Those clanking curs could be at our door before we know it. You can't say that, man. Come on. We don't use the C word around here. Look, slippery, soldier. We march westward to the Royal Institute of Autometry. You're familiar with the place, I take it? I mean, actually, does he actually join the party when we fight enemies? Let's test it out. Oh, I guess not. Well, it was nice to dream. Pretty good damage. have 2 boomerangs. Oh, it is the man, the myth, the legend, Sink. Get bent. I'm kidding. How's it going, bro? If I recall correctly, you didn't work today, did you? You had today off?
Hey!
Sounds like Forbish is in trouble, but we can't head there just yet. First things first, we gotta try and win the autonomous around. You got it, Kiefer. Oh, and to think I vow never to come here again. I just now punched out of work, try to speedrun closing speedrun in this economy. I mean, I guess you could speedrun that. Just make sure not to clip into any walls and, you know, fall out of boundaries. Because I don't know how you would clip back into reality. Clip into the back rooms. No, I was off yesterday, I'm off tomorrow. Gotcha. Another 6 treasures. Oh, thank you. I need this. I'll be taking that. Alright, let's start looting. Antidotal herb. Break these pots. I know most people, when they see like pot breaking, they immediately think of Zelda, but did you know that Dragon Quest did it first? I was just basically dozing out, but enjoy listening mildly, watching until then. Enjoy it while it lasts, Katie. Oh, this part. I remember this part. There's a brass plate on the automaton's chest with an inscription that reads, "Hello, my name is Ellie." This went for... Which, oh, is it? Oh yeah, it is. It is. It truly is. Don't worry, Katie. Down the line, I probably will stream the other Dragon Quest games. If we ever get to 5, get your tissues ready. It's a massive tearjerker. Eventually.
Ah, autonomous. You're, keeping well, I hope? Stand fast, soldiers. I'll handle this.
Ah, my back.
I hope you'll forgive me for presuming to try and convince you one last time, but Frobisher has fallen, and the automata may well be marching on the castle as we speak. I have to ask you again. Could you possibly see your way to helping us defeat them?
You never did know when to give up, did you, Thaddeus? I told you before, I haven't the slightest intention of helping you, and nothing has changed. Not a sausage.
Sausage?
So it would be no skin off your nose if the kingdom where you were born and raised were wiped from the map. Is that it?
Yes, I'd say that sums it up rather neatly. We humans must all die in the end, dear fellow. Just as well today as tomorrow.
Damn your stubborn hide, Autonomous! It's no good. The man cannot be reasoned with. We must return to the castle without delay. The automaton horde may already be at the gates.
Want to play DQ11 again on stream? I love the DQ11 is such a fantastic game. It's like a massive love letter to the series. Like, after playing like a good majority of the Dragon Quest games, the only ones I haven't played are 6 and 9. Yes, I know, haha, funny number. But replaying that again, I would replay that game. I would replay 11 again with the knowledge that I have now of the other mainline titles, because like, it's so good. Like, I cannot give 11 enough praise for what it does.
What?
What the devil? An automaton all the way out here? Oh, this one. Now there's a rum thing. Inferno contraption just stopped.
Ah.
What's all the hullabaloo? I thought I told you to. Fascinating. So this is one of the automata that have you so hot under the collar, is it? Seems the unfortunate creature is in rather bad shape. But all is not lost. In fact, I believe this presents us with something of an opportunity. Arius, give me a hand, will you? We can't leave the poor girl sitting here. You wish me to help you move it? What exactly do you have in mind, Autonomous? Dear me, do I really have to spell it out? I am saying that I may be able to aid in your cause. If I were to make some subtle adjustments to this automaton's inner mechanisms, I could probably get it to fight against its erstwhile comrades. Sounds good to you? And it most certainly does. What can we do to help? These components are clearly not the work of vulgar human hands. I fear I would struggle to replicate them. We need to find replacements for the broken parts. You say that Frobishire has fallen. I presume that your men managed to defeat at least one of the automata during the fighting. I would very much like to have a nose around the town and see what manner of scrap I can salvage. But I will of course require protection. It all sounds rather risky, but I fear we have no alternative. You will accompany Autonomous on a reconnaissance mission to Frobishire. Guard them with your lives. I shall remain here and ensure that this big bag of bolts doesn't suddenly up and run off. Time is of the essence, it seems. Let us be on our way. How many are there? Well, besides the numbered titles, like, 1 through 11, 12 is coming up. When? Great question. We don't know. We know that it got Dragon Quest 12 got announced a couple years ago. I think like 5 years ago. Don't quote me on that. But then there's the spin-off titles like Dragon Quest Monsters. There's one that involves the slime. I think it's called Dragon Quest Rocket Slime or something like that. I always forget the titles of some of the spin-off games because I'm more focused on the mainline titles. But maybe I should play some of the spin-off titles. Oh, there's also Dragon Quest Heroes, which is basically like a Dynasty Warriors copy. So if you ever play like Hyrule Warriors and Fire Emblem Warriors, it's kind of like that. Yeah, actually, Think pretty much explained it there. We don't have time to waste on empty flattery. Let's get to Frobishire and retrieve the components I need without delay. Let me kill this guy first. So we're getting GTA 6 before Dragon Quest 12. You know what? That's a sentence I didn't think possible, but it's possible now. Yeah. What do I want to do here? How much does the boomerang do? Not a whole lot. I hope this kills. There we go. I think I could just attack this guy. Yep, there we go. They have a lot of health, but sometimes they attack twice. Unless GTA 6 gets delayed again. Which, if I'm being completely fair, I wouldn't be surprised if it happened. Can I just zoom there, if possible? I can. Let's do that. I don't think I'm really in any need of, like, XP. Bro, we just left this town like 7 minutes ago and it's already gone to poop. Goodness me, what an appalling sight. Though in truth, they never stood a chance. The townspeople should have evacuated the moment the automata approached. But every cloud has a silver lining, as they say. It seems the kingdom's troops at least put up a half-decent fight. There looks to be a veritable trove of automaton parts to salvage. Come, let us see what treasures we can retrieve. What did you say? My introduction to the key was a DSi work called Dragon Quest Wars. I don't know what prompted me to get it, but I got it. Thought the monsters looked pretty cool. I've heard of Dragon Quest Wars. I've never played it, though. Also, DSi, where that takes me back. Good lord. Oh, let's see. Yes, the components in the set seem to be in good nick. Do the honors, would you? Requires a handful of automaton parts. My first game was 4. A friend of a friend let me borrow his DS copy of 4, and I just fell in love with the game. I love the I love the characters. I love the music. I love the monster designs because you know it was made by Akira Toriyama, just the guy that made Dragon Ball. Rest in peace, the GOAT. And yeah, no, just from there I just started playing the other games. I'm glad I bought some of them while I did because they were starting to like rack up in price. And obviously now, if you were to look up a copy of like of the DS remakes, they go for a very shiny penny. When a machine breaks down, returning it to life can be as trivial as installing a spare part. But once a human dies, you can weep and wail and gnash your teeth to kingdom come. It won't bring them back, no matter how much you love them. We're still short a few parts. We must continue to search and see what we can scavenge. Also, another thing too with these games, like yeah, they look very cheerful and happy on the outside, but there's like some pretty sad storylines that happen. There's some pretty morbid dialogue too, here and there. Let's investigate the broken automata and see what we can salvage. Assuming they are in acceptable condition, 3 of the components I think should suffice. Let's find the others. Wonder how much 9 is going for. I have my copy somewhere in my storage unit. I don't know. I found it. I was lucky to find it like at a GameStop, and like I think the price was like 20 or something like that. What have we here? Oh, that section under its arm looks salvageable. Extract it for me if you would. To die before one's time may be undesirable, but to be the one left behind, well, that is intolerable. I will never allow myself to be put in that position again. No. I refuse to invest any emotion or expectation in someone who will one day leave. That's what drives my research into the deathless world of the machine. And on that note, we'll have a component or 2 to find. Onwards, and no lollygagging. Oh, 9 is relatively cheap, around 20 to 30 where folks are selling them for. It's because a lot to Dragon Quest 9, like the fun, like the really like there's like the main quest stuff, and then there's the post game stuff that you could do with like your friends, but it also requires you to be like connected to Wi-Fi, which I don't think the DS, let alone the 3DS, have service for anymore. I fell asleep watching Riot late to the party. It's all good, Renegade. I appreciate you being here, bro. You know me, I don't force you guys to like be here. Join on your own accord. Support on your own accord. And if you're busy, and if you're busy doing stuff, that's okay. Join when you can, or better yet, the VOD will always be there. What I'm trying to say is I appreciate the company and support. This video is sponsored by Ray. I'm kidding. I would never do that kind of sponsorship. Yes. That shiny cog in his torso looks up to snuff. Fetch it for me, would you? Hope your day's been going good, by the way, Renegade. Everyone in chat. Hope your day and week has been going fruitful. It's only Tuesday. I mean, tomorrow will be Wednesday. So, you know, hump day. You know, in many ways, the automata are the perfect creation. They have no hearts, damn it. Yes, if my plans come to fruition, then she and I... Oh, what a thought. We have the necessary components. I should return to my workshop and begin repairing a robotic friend. I suggest you head back to the castle and put your feet up, or whatever it is your generation do to relax. I shall let Thaddeus know how we get on. I bid you farewell for now. Uh-oh. There's a horrible metally smell coming from the castle. This isn't good. We need to get back there right away. And we were just here like 10 minutes ago. The town's already gone to... The town's seen better days, and there's already some dead people, as you can see by the coffins. Alright, let's zoom to the castle. Look lively, you lot. The automaton punishers have made it to the castle. Get yourself to the gates without delay. We need to make sure none of those clanking horrors. You can't say that word, man. Come on. I know, right? It's so cool. Can I fight these guys? No, they're just fighting the other NPCs. Can I save with you? Oh, he heals me. Even better. Not inadvisable for me to be outside the relative safety of the church, but I simply couldn't stay cooped up there while others face danger. It is incumbent upon me to assist in any way that I can. How may our church assist you, faithful disciple? Let me save, bro. While everybody's fighting for their lives. They call them a clan. Exactly. Man. There you are. Cometh the hour. Cometh the... well, anyway. We're jolly glad you're here. We must protect the castle at all costs. Wonder if what was in the original, the DQs were ahead of their time. For real. No, it was. In the original Dragon Quest VII for the PS1, you could rotate the camera. This is bad. They broke into the front line. And I'm pretty sure you could in the 3DS version too. As long as you had like the new 3DS where you could just like have the other stick. Alright, let's do the thing. Actually, let's do this. Does this hurt them? No. I mean, it does, but like it'll do less damage. And magic does not affect these guys, and that's really annoying. The only thing that really hurts them is, that's a desperate attack. Ow! I'm gonna kill you first. Okay, at least that wasn't a critical hit. Okay, this guy can just die normally. Into an old man. I mean, getting up early for work has turned me into an old man. Renegade, I feel you 100% of the way there. The army already makes me feel like I'm 65 years old. I get up and I'm just like, again? Again. We're all slowly becoming old. Let's not think about that. I know, right? Let's get cozied up with Dragon Quest. We don't talk about work during after work hours, by the way.
Give it a rest, will you? How many of you are there?
Looks like there's only one thing for it. Alright, listen up. You lot need to head over to Autonomous's place. Tell him and the captain to get over here ASAP.
Wait, we can't leave you by yourself, Kiefer. Won't that be really, really dangerous?
Don't worry, Ruff. I'm not gonna let these glorified dustbins get the better of me. Now get going! Listen, I know I've got us into a few scrapes over the years, but you've always had my back, and I appreciate that. It's thanks to you that I've got the courage to stand and fight right now. So, I guess what I'm saying is... Don't worry about me. I've got this. And you've got work to do.
Back in my day, we used to walk 50 miles to go to school. Your day? Back when I used to live in Mexico, I used to take the bus. It's what I would have said if we had a bus system, which we didn't. I would walk to school as well.
Right.
Why didn't I bang? Oh, I'm stupid. Okay, I could still bang. This should kill them. Never mind. Okay, now I'll do this. Yeah.
That was easy.
If you guys know that reference, then we're indeed old. I didn't mean to do that. Let's do this. I'm just gonna go all out. Yeah, I just fell asleep. I'm gonna call it official. Thanks for. Yeah, no problem, Katie. Thanks for stopping by. As always, I appreciate the support. Oh, we're doing this sync? Well, back in my day, well, I was born before Pokemon, but back in my day, we had 151. Oh, please don't, no critical. Okay. Oh, he blocked it! Let's go! Sometimes sometimes you have a very minute chance to block an attack if you have a shield. Or any weapon or item that lets you block attacks. What do I want to do here? Okay, please kill. Thank God. 386. Let me guess, you started with Gen 3 sync? Filthy Hoenn? I'm kidding. I don't have gripes with Hoenn. I think my main issue is what everybody...
Time for the circuits to warm up, but I think I've cracked it.
I'm gonna let this go first before I complain about Hoenn.
What are you lot doing here? Aren't you supposed to be at the castle?
We were. Then those metal things attacked. You've got to help us, Mr. Autonomous.
Curse them! They've made it to the castle. We cannot dawdle here a second longer. Come, Autonomous. Rouse your pink-hued protege, and let us go and give those rotters a sound thrashing.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, but that won't be happening. This automaton will need to undergo a thoroughgoing testing regime before I allow her out of my sight. I mean, you don't seriously expect me to spend hours slaving away over a hot circuit board only to order its owner into harm's way, do you?
Please, Autonomous, you have to listen. Our friend is back at the castle fighting off those brutes as we speak. The only reason we could come here was because he volunteered to hold them off. But he can't do it forever. So you have to help us. Our friend is in danger. We don't want to lose him.
Very well. But it will take a few minutes for her to be ready for action. Meanwhile, it sounds like that plucky friend of yours needs reinforcements. Join him, and we will be with you presently.
Thank you, Autonomous.
Okay. What does chat say? I've grown to like Hoenn, but Gen 3 isn't my favorite. Yeah, Gen 3 isn't my favorite. You have a good one? Ruby was my very first Pokemon game. I'm a late 90s baby. Gen 3 was your first game? I don't know if I like that statement. I'm kidding. Back in my day, we didn't collect them these conflated Pokemans. We collected Bro, I used to have Pogs. Or, you know, as they call them in Mexico, Tazos. Pogs are so cool, dude. I gave mine to my cousin because as a heartfelt gift. But I used to collect them. Like, I used to eat like these bag of chips. And like inside them, it was kind of like there'd be a Pog inside, like a prize. It was really cool. I had like a bag of them. I love collecting those things. Anyways, back to my gripes about Hoenn. I think the first half of Hoenn is fine, you know, when you're in land. But the second half, when you're like in the ocean, because, you know, as the meme goes, too much water. Like, there really is too much water. There really isn't a lot to do. Except, you know, fighting trainers. And, you know, catching Pokemon that are underwater. Oh, but Smash, just use a repel. I mean, yeah, I'll use a repel. And all I really am doing is just surfing through the ocean, battling the rest of the trainers. Oh, but what about the underwater sections? What about the underwater sections? There's not a lot to the underwater sections. You catch what? A Relicanth and a Love Disc? I mean, the Relicanth is useful if you want to catch the Regis, but even then the Regis aren't really that good to begin with. What I'm saying is, there's a lot. Sure, there are I only really care about the water in Hoenn, like the ocean part of Hoenn, when it gets me to the next town, being Moss Deep City, Pacific Lock Town, which is completely optional by the way, but it's like nice to like visit an optional area in an RPG, and obviously Evergrande City, home of the Pokemon League. It must be great because it's called Evergrande, right? There has to be a lot in Evergrande City. It's not just a league, right, guys? Surely there's a city in Evergrande City. Ooh, a copper sword. I don't need it. I didn't have a choice. I was at the mercy of the parents' bank account. Trust me, dude. I completely get it. I'm just giving you crap as usual. I hate the current area, but oh yeah, I mean, I do too. But like, you know, on first time playthroughs, it's like, God damn, where's this taking me? And then like, but now obviously I just know where to go. But like, even then, like, you have to do like multiple trips to fight all the trainers and get all the items there. And obviously that's like where you have to go to get to the, not the Regis, but the puzzle that opens the Regis seals. True and valid statement, Lamau. Like Gen 3 started the whole thing of like using a bunch of HMs too, and then Gen 4 made it even worse. Like that's why I find it a little more difficult to like replay Gen 4 because of the HM usage. If you're playing like classic Gen 4, you know, Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Oh my, let me read this. Tifa's in trouble. I thought there was gonna be voice acting. Huh? What's going on? Well. Seems we were right in the nick of time. Dude, it's the Orb of Confusion. Die! Alright, let me read chat. Still get lost in it. Gen 4 is probably your favorite. I mean, yeah, there's some good things about Gen. I like the way the region of Sinnoh looks. I don't like traversing Sinnoh though, especially once you start adding like Strength, Rock Smash, and Rock Climb. It gets really annoying. Just conquered the barbecue chicken pizza. All right, Mills. Did you eat the entire pizza, or did it defeat you, and you're saving a couple slices for tomorrow? Be honest with me. Also, why didn't you share with the class? What's wrong with you? I agree, Gen 4 and Gen 5 is Pokemon speak. I'd say what I really liked about Gen 5 is whenever you use Strength to push a boulder, it stays in that hole and never like moves back out of that spot. It just never have to use Strength again. Strength is like a one-time use, and I'm all for that. Dominance.
I'm not sure how you did it, but you really got me out of a tight spot there.
Right. Listen up, you big idiot. Never, ever do anything like that again. Do you have any idea how worried we were?
Whoa! I'm sorry, alright? And I'll never do it again. I promise.
How do we tell her?
So, could somebody tell me what just happened?
I had a good rummage around in the old girl's neural matrix and managed to remove all traces of belligerence with a touch of clever rewiring. This little lady won't be posing a threat to humans again anytime soon. Will you, my dear? There. What's more, in the course of my tinkering, I discovered that the automata are being controlled by means of audio waves. And having her transmit a signal at a frequency intended to block those waves was the work of mere moments.
I have to hand it to you, Autonomous. You did a bang-up job. As did you, my young friends. You especially, Kiefer. You stood firm to the last. A signal achievement.
Thanks.
rather think we should strike at the automaton stronghold while the iron is hot, no? But what am I saying? You must all be dead on your feet after everything you've been through. We shall convene at Cockcrow to discuss our upcoming assault. You and your friends have done this kingdom proud. You too, Autonomous. Now, get some rest.
The injured soldiers are carried into the castle, where their wounds are treated. Happily, all of them live to fight another day. Exhausted after all they've been through, Ulster and the rest of the party curl up in a room in the castle and fall asleep. Then morning comes. You had pizza too, screaming Sicilian pepperoni. Ooh. You know, here's a question, guys. Do you prefer...
Oh,
Good morning. Ever so sorry we didn't have the proper beds for you. Do you guys prefer, like, pizza from, like, a chain like Domino's or Pizza Hut, or like a mom and pop shop? Personally, I like mom and pop shops better. I feel like they have more flavor to their pizzas and their toppings. That's just me, though. We needed them all for the injured soldiers, you see. I hope it wasn't too awfully uncomfortable. Oh, I almost forgot. Captain Goodwinding is due to give a tactical briefing and ask that you make your way to the officer's best post-haste. What does Ruff say? Ruff. You took it over to the officer's mess, right? Wait a minute. What's an officer's mess again? Oh, good old Ruff. Mom and Pop. That's the answer I was looking for, Renegade. Don't get me wrong. If I were to hit up a chain, it'd probably be Little Caesars. Now hear me out. I know Little Caesars gets a lot of flack, but it's relatively cheap pizza. And let's say you're having like a group of friends, or you go to a party and there's drinks involved. At that point, you just don't care. You have pizza. And I feel like, in my opinion, Little Caesars just tastes better when you're like drinking. Pizza chains are for convenience. That is true. Mom and pop shops. I worked at Domino's for a long time and I prefer non-chain. Oh, dude. I have a buddy of mine that still... I think a buddy of mine still works at a Domino's. He's been there like forever. I'm not trying to bag on him for doing so.
okay.
But if he's happy, then more power to him. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, sir or madam. Anyways. Hot and readies are made for groups. Hey, that they are, Renegade. That they are. And made for drunk people. Exactly. He gets it. He gets it. Now let's talk.
Oh.
All present and correct. Then let us begin. As you know, the automaton made an exploratory assault on the castle yesterday. Fortunately, we were able to repel the invaders thanks to the expertise of Autonomous and a healthy dose of good old Faraday gumption. But if allowed to regroup, they will launch another attack, of that we may be certain. Which is why I propose that we steal a march on our enemy and strike at the very seat of their power. Men, I intend to advance on the automaton stronghold. With the help of Autonomous and his new weapons, we will be able to render the enemy forces entirely helpless. This being the case, capturing the base of operations should be as simple as merely walking through the door. Once inside, we will seek out whatever sinister force commands them, eliminate it, and our beloved kingdom will be safe once more. Oh, bravo! That's the ticket. Now, my young friends, you will join me in the assault of the enemy's stronghold. The force we send must be lean and highly agile.
Huh?
But Captain, you mean to say we can't all go? Your role will be equally vital. You must remain here and protect the castle. With the numbers at its disposal, our enemy could launch a counterattack at any moment. I trust your consent to join me in the strike force? Very good. You will form the advance party and head directly to the enemy base. You will march due east from Frobisher without delay. I will bring up the rear, accompanied by our secret weapon. All clear? Jolly good. And I hereby adjourn this briefing. Men, your work here in defending the castle will be vital to our cause. Do not disappoint me. Yes, sir. I worked with the kid who also got a job at Downs. He acted like it was the best job you could ever have. I mean, when you're young and you have a job, like, it's very nice at first. until you realize what it's really about. No, I forgot to read that, my bad. Ellie. I shall be with Autonomous. Report to me when you're ready for the off. But I get all the free pizza I want. You also get paid $9 an hour. Man, $9 an hour.
Hey!
That takes me back. But I remember when I used to get paid $8 an hour. Are you all set, Asta? If you still have anything to do, you better wrap it up quickly. We don't want to keep Captain Goodwining waiting. I'm pretty much good. We can do this. For a kid, I agreed you get some experience of working in food and seeing what food industry is like and free food. I think, like, I always tell people, like, yes, it can suck to work at fast food places, retail, you know, those crappy entry beginner level jobs. But at the same time, it's an experience. You're getting experience for a job that, yeah, it may be a little subpar, but like, it's experience that you will need for the real world. That, and I think it just builds discipline along the way too. Don't complain. You're still getting paid, but like at the same time, it's like you also don't want to like be stuck at that job. While you're at that job, look for other opportunities. Apply elsewhere. Go to school. Many different factors. Do what you can. Do what you can with the resources you have and that are available to you.
What the devil could the power source for such a magnificent machine be? Some form of perpetual motion engine, perhaps. If only I could unravel your wondrous mysteries, my dear. I might finally find what I searched for all these years. The secret of eternal life. In any case, sweetling, you look positively radiant. Thaddeus, Ellie is ready for you.
So he really has christened her Ellie. He still hasn't put it behind him then.
It pains me to say it, but Ellie is long gone. Poor blighter. Autonomous, old fellow. If you're quite done tinkering, I'd say it's about time we were heading off. If you'll just hand over the automaton, we'll take it from here.
Nonsense. If you think I'm letting my Ellie out of my sight, you're even more of an empty-headed fop-doodle than I thought.
Well, if you insist. But I warn you, this will be no promenade. I shan't be able to guarantee your safety.
Oh, don't worry. I wouldn't want you to. We've all seen how that ends.
Please excuse that little exchange. Now, I trust you're ready for a bracing march. Let us head out.
Well, it's good he was grateful for the job. He was arrogant about it. Like, he talked down to... Look. It's your first time... If it's your very first job, it's okay to be excited. Don't let it get to your head, though. That's just your first step into, like... into the real world of how, like, jobs work and all that stuff. You will get humbled real quick. You will get overwhelmed by people that you may not like to work with, or customers you may not like to deal with. Tough crap. It is what it is. You have to learn how to juggle that kind of irregular factor when it comes to jobs. But at the same time, just be humble about it. It teaches you some really good life experiences. Teaches you some pretty good social skills too. How to deal with people and all that jazz. Righto, all are present and accounted for. It's time for us to move out. We're heading to Frobisher in order to rally the troops. Should make for the automaton stronghold. We shall meet you there in due course. Look forward to your triumphant return, Captain. Mind how you go now? He'll be difficult first. Best of luck. Chin of me, old chuckaboos. You better come back alive, or else. Well, then he'd be a difficult person to work with if he was talking to others and works at a domino somehow. I just smiled and nodded at him. You're a bigger man than I am, Sink. I probably would say something. Of course, you know, now. Back then, I would probably do the same. But after dealing with the amount of people that I had to deal with in the army, it's kind of like I have to say something. My mouth has gotten me in trouble before in the past, but it's like, hey man, look. The only reason I said something is because you said something. Whole bunch of do as I say but not as I do mentality in there, and I'm like, that's how it's gonna be, huh? Most of the time at Domino's I was a manager, and I did train a lot of the kids in high school now how to do the job and be good at it. But I also show them the things they're going to deal with. Yeah, I mean that's good, because you also have to remember there's a difference between being a boss and a leader. You want to make sure that people that work under you are doing their best what they can. You know, obviously they're going to be overwhelmed, they might get stressed, and a slew of emotions. The key factor in all of when it comes to those type of entry-level jobs is patience. Not with just the people around you that you work with, but with yourself. It's a virtue that a lot of people don't have nowadays, unfortunately. He was a difficult person. I tried being nice to him because I'm pretty sure he was on the spectrum, but he was a spoiled brat. Unfortunately, we're all gonna be working with that kind of, with people like that. Arrogant. They think they know better. They don't listen. In the end, we're all just trying to do our best and get paid, fellas.
That's how it's done.
I remember my first job. It actually was a fast food restaurant, but it was pretty chill for the most part. Didn't really have any issues with any of my coworkers or customers. There was a couple of bad apples, but it wasn't like anything like like a couple of bad apple customers, but like nothing too like detrimental.
All in a day's
Patience is really key, and I would try to work with them slowly to make sure they can develop the patience and develop what the job requires. There were some kids who quit after a week because I'm sure there's more to this paragraph. I've been the supervisor before, and I've found positive reinforcement goes much farther than they. Yes, Renegade, 1000%. I always joke about negative reinforcement training. Ooh, Call of the Wild. I always joke about negative reinforcement training with my friends. But that's because we grew up during the 90s, and you know how that went with parents. But for the most part, it's like if you just like try a different approach and actually treat them like adults, because you know most of them are young adults or are going to be adults, you will realize that it goes a long way. It goes back to that patience factor. Ow. Because they felt overwhelmed, and I would go very slow with them. I'd show them how to do some things and what they need to do, and let them watch me. Then let them take over, and I helped guide them. Okay, there's more to it.
Lightning slash!
That's a okay. I thought it was a critical hit. Emphasize what they're good at this way, that when you need to be serious with them, they're more likely to listen because they know you see them to. Yes, exactly. So what I used to do with my with my juniors, nice crit by the way, it definitely mattered.
easy.
What I used to do with with my soldiers back in the army when I became a sergeant is obviously initially when I first met them, I treated them like adults. You enter the army, in my eyes you're an adult, or at least you should be an adult. You know, you're here, you signed up, you know what you signed up for. Get ready for what's to come. You know, be flexible. Be at the right place at the right time in the right uniform. And I was very fair with them. I never yelled at them. I never treated them like crap. Never made them feel like crap. But I always tell them like, hey guys, look, you guys are adults. We're all trying to do our best here. You know, let's just do what we're told, so that way everything can go smoothly, and then maybe we can go home on time. And you know, like, I was like, but I'm also very fair and impartial. So if I see you messing about when you shouldn't be, we're gonna have a very long talk. So just be prepared for that. Don't take my kindness as a weakness. We will have an issue if that's the case. Alright, what does chat say? Seen a lot of kids who I thought would quit soon after working at Domino's for a week or so stick around, and they're still there. And they're still to this day about 3-4 years. Okay, I can agree with that. Always give them a compliment first to show them and tell them what they're good at. Then go out with the but and tell them that what they're doing can improve on, and then finish off with assurance. There's a good chance those kids stay because you made them feel bad. And that's the thing, guys. You treat your guys with respect. You treat your co-workers with respect, or or people that work under you with respect. It goes a long way. It's a two-way street, man. But a lot of people don't see it like that.
That was easy.
People will respect you. They will, they will like. They will respect your viewpoints when it comes to certain work objectives. All because you treated them the right way. That's all you really gotta do. You just treat them like adults. Treat them like people. They're people in the end. They're just trying to do their best in the end. They're not animals. They're not automatons. Nice crit. A lot of these young kids too are looking for purpose in their life too, and like, while I don't really want them to stay in a job like retail or fast food, like, it's nice to have somebody like a mentor in your life tell you that you could do so much more. You just gotta take the right steps. That didn't kill him? Oh, that's not good. Yep, that's a critical. Good lord. Twice? Okay, sure, whatever, buddy. Exactly, Sing. There's a term for it called a critique sandwich. Start positive, bring attention to what the issue is, then finish with positive. Never heard it called like that. That's a pretty good term, actually.
How's about that?
Automaton Stronghold. I forgot where I learned that from. Probably from a TED Talk or something. I've been in leadership in my school band program, and somewhere around them I applied that to fellow bandmates. I remember I used to take a leadership class back in middle school, and it teaches you all these golden rules about how to treat somebody. And like, well, I already had some pretty good manners back then. Like, I didn't mind learning more, because in the end, like, the mind is a terrible thing to waste. You always want to keep learning more, whether it's academically or emotionally. There's no wrong answer. We got a young kid who who was a buzzer at the bar I worked at. He was complaining about the job and telling me about what he wanted in life. Hold on just 1 second. What the dickens do you think you're doing? Use your eyes, will you? There are more of those iron devils down there than a man can count. Believe me, I know how bally infuriating it is. The source of all of our problems right in front of you. Not a blasted thing you can do. Rather fear we may be done for you now. It's bothering my eye.
Ah,
Sorry to have kept you waiting. You have time for a bit of a reci, I trust? Or the recce? Forgot what it was called. How are things looking? Captain, behind you. A blasted automaton. Right there. Pull yourself together, man. Does it look like it's trying to brain me? This one's on our side. Thanks to Autonomous here, victory is within our grasp at last. Victory? Sir? Now there's no sense in dawdling. It's high time we roll our sleeves up. I trust you're all set for a spot of daring do. That's the spirit. Now we three will make our way down ahead of you and set those tin men's heads to spinning. Once they're out of commission, I need to charge to the stronghold and root out whoever or whatever's behind all of this. Up and at 'em. I told them. Think of it like this: you want to own and operate your own clothing business, right? How are you gonna do that if you can't handle buzzing tables? Honestly, buzzing tables isn't that difficult. That's gonna be a lot harder than this. Learn how to grind it out now, where it doesn't matter if you mess up. I only had to do it one day when I was a server, but that kid needed some motivation and reality check. Not really reality check, but just to get a better understanding of business. It's not difficult; it's just a thankless job. The thing is, guys, sometimes we as humans believe that we deserve better with the positions we're given. But again, it goes back to that patience and humility thing. Learn at the lower ranks so you can climb to the so then you can get that experience and training to then climb to the higher ranks. If I were to put that in video game terms. Right now, with those kind of jobs, you're starting off at bronze. If you want to reach a higher rank, you got to put in that work. Keep grinding. Ask questions. Always ask questions, especially with people that have more experience than you in that kind of job or job field. Some good advice comes a long way. Never be afraid to ask for help either. Never be afraid to ask for advice. Life is just a massive learning experience. And you don't want to get caught with your pants down. You want to achieve the best version of yourself too. Scanning for enemies. Intruder detected. Commencing assault. You telling me I couldn't have just like do like a sneak attack on him? That's fine. Let go of that arrogant mentality. It's poison to the mind. You don't want to be stubborn. Oh god, there's two of them. Oh thank god, they're too stunned to move. A good mentality is that back in the day was, why be jealous of someone if you can learn from them? Exactly. Because in the end, it builds up experience into becoming the best version of yourself. The crit didn't matter.
That's how it's done.
Okay, that guy doesn't attack you, that's nice. Can't attack. Brother. Getting tired of these critical hits.
Lightning slash!
About time.
That's how it's done.
I like how this entire conversation blossomed from the talk of like mom and pop or chain pizzas, by the way. Have I mentioned how much I like talking to you guys? It's pretty funny. If only my brother was here, he'd enjoy this conversation too. Well, maybe he is, but he's probably busy doing other things. Hey, Javi, if you're here, like, say something. Well, I guess that answers that. Yeah, funny how chats go like that. It's fun. It's because like it always happens like that too. You and your group of buddies are just talking about just like random things. You're talking about things, and it just like well, not really. I wouldn't say derails because I did like this conversation, but it basically just like it goes into a conversation about the meaning of like what to do in life, what to do in a job, how to build character, how to take care of others in a job. Very real world topics that we all relate to. Yeah, no, for real. It just life hits you hard, bro. That's just how it is. Life's not gonna stop for you. It's not gonna take a break for you. It's always on the hardest difficulty, and you have to adapt on the fly. What do I do here? Oh, they're weak to that. It's been a while since I used this move. That didn't kill it. Food is good, it brings everybody together. Dude, for real. Man, I ate so much, like, a good amount of good food in the army. I mean, like, sure, like, not like... Well, here and there. Not every dining facility in the army was, like, crappy, but... When they gave out, like, food from, like, other places of the world, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
They didn't stand a chance.
I feel like I liked food before, obviously. I wasn't really picky before I joined the army, but then, like, when I joined the army, I got to try many different foods. So that's why when people ask me what kind of food do you like, I'm like, I just like food, bro. As long as it tastes good, I'm fine eating it. Like, I'm not really picky. The only thing I really just don't like is seafood. Well, I wouldn't say not like. It's more like I have to crave it For example, if you ask me, hey, you wanna go eat some seafood like shrimp? I'm like, maybe. I have to crave it. I don't know anyone who doesn't like food, and if they say they don't like food, they're lying for real. I don't remember where this is from, but I've always liked the statement: "Life is hard, but it's even harder when you're stupid." My God, for real. Oh no. Oh, not the canna box. Oh, I hate these guys. All right, hopefully I don't die. I'm just gonna kill it as fast as I can. These guys have a ton of health. They also hurt a lot. Well, I'll do this.
Here I come.
Supermodels don't like food. That is true. What does he do? Causes the user to perform 2 arbitrary return. Okay. Sure, why not? Oh, I don't get any. Okay. I don't get to act on that. Ugh. I'm very particular about seafood. Aside from shrimp and crab legs, I could eat those every day if they weren't so expensive. The one that I really like the most, you know, the one that I can't say no to is just fish. Fish is just amazing. Doesn't matter if it's cod, catfish, salmon. Ooh. Who else can wear the... Not that much higher. I'm okay with using the boomerang for now. I could eat those every day if they weren't so expensive, for real. I like crab, I guess imitation crab, it's fine. I like ceviche. Never had blobfish. Oh no. Oh, please don't affect. That's not good. Well, I really can't act. That's gonna do a lot. It's fine. Brother. Okay. Let's try... This went wrong extremely fast. Let's try flame. Of course. Well, he's dead. Nope, never mind. Now he's dead. Need to exit this area. Man, all because they took the initiative. These guys are annoying. Thank God. Alright. Let's head out of here real quick and... Or actually, I could just use heal. Yeah, heal works actually. I have a lot of magic anyways. That's fine. Alright, I'm gonna start driving home. Gonna be listening to the most part. Alright, Sync. Drive safe, buddy. You were in the army for a while. I'm sure you went to Japan a few times. Did you ever go to... I actually did not go to Japan at all. My first duty station was Korea. And I liked Korea. I wanted to go to Japan, but, you know, couldn't. My job, which was being a calibrator, basically, we didn't have a lab in Japan to work at, so I just couldn't go to Japan, unfortunately. It is what it is. Talking about blobfish, if you look up a picture, I'm sure you want to eat it. Oh. I would like to go to Japan one day though. That'd be pretty great. Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
That was easy.
Man. Sent you a picture of one on Discord, bar, I bet. Steel broadsword, can I? I can. What do you get? Nothing. Oops, let me do that. Oops, did it again. So you sent me a picture one on Discord. Let's look at this guy real quick. If I can look at it. Oh, that guy. Okay, yeah, I've seen it. The name sounded familiar. And I'm just like, I was like, I can't remember what it looks like. Big damage.
That's how it's done.
Medicine herb.
Hey,
So it looks like we use this to go down to the next level. Let's do that. That is a boss fight. Not a boss fight, but I think it's a mini boss. Yeah, it's a mini boss fight. I'm gonna fight some of these guys first, though. Real talk, kind of looks like it kind of looks like Doug funny. It kind of does actually. You're right. That is pretty funny. Bro, I haven't watched Doug in forever. That takes me back.
Easy peasy.
Doug funny. Man, I miss 90s Nickelodeon. That was pretty funny, Renegade. Alright, let's see what let's see how this boss fight goes. Shouldn't be that difficult. So it's you who's been destroying our beautiful automata. Why would you go and do a thing like that? Where's the fun in harming these magnificently murderous machines? Well, whatever it is you're thinking, you're gonna pay for it. With your life. No problem, Ben. Alright, first of all. Oh, what's he weak to? Unleashes an enormous lupine howl that stops an entire group of enemies. Ooh. So let's do this. Doesn't even flinch. Ow. Oh, he paralyzed me. Okay.
lightning slap.
See items. this. This is a turn. I'm gonna try and see if this works on this guy. Doesn't even flinch? Okay, that's fine. I'll stop using it. I'm try to dazzle him though.
Watch this.
Okay, that's fine. Let's try using Aqua Slash. That's fine. Let's do Focus Strength. If I really want to hurt this guy. That's fine. That's gonna do a lot. Oh, that didn't do a lot. I thought he would have more health than that. You may have won this battle, but this war is far from over. The Automaton army is immortal. The Automata follow the command of their master, the ultimate lord of destruction. I speak of the Demon King. Secret stones? Demon King? Ugh. God, the dialogue in Tears of the Kingdom was definitely the one for the ages. We're almost done with this dungeon already? Interesting. Oh, it's that guy. Okay. Let's raid some stuff. Okay. No more treasures. Something tells me I have to fight these guys, though. Automaton is motionless. However, it does appear to be in working order. It's gonna tell me the same thing. Alright, let's fight this guy.
What in the... How did you worms get down here? Can you have fought your way through all those automata? I refuse to believe it! No, it's not possible. No miserable human force could accomplish such a feat. But a theory is nothing until it is put to the test. Let us see how you fare against a representative sample. Come, troops! Destroy them!
That's not that bad. It's only 3 of them. Alright, let's see here. First things I want to do is probably... Yeah. That's one. Ow. That's two. This should kill it. There we go.
Easy peasy.
Level up? Nah.
Did my automaton slaves just disobey a direct order? I told them to destroy you! Gah! Well then, it seems I have no choice. I shall have to see if I can't pulverize you myself.
Might save that for later. For now, let's just attack him normally. Or actually, since it's just... Oh, that's fine. Let's... Is he weak to anything? Try and see if I can dazzle him. There we go, perfect. Okay. Let's buff up Kiefer here. Let's hit everybody with bang. Rough is likely to be targeted, that's fine. Let's do this. Doesn't do a lot. Let's do... I'll hit him with another bang. Let's focus strength, so that way the next attack just hits a butt ton. Okay, I'm gonna have to bet that. Alright, no problem, Renegade. Thanks for thanks for being here, bro. You take care, have a good night, and I appreciate your support as always, brother. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Let's do, yeah, multi-slash. Back up, huh? That's fine. Grieve. Let's see here. I can just attack normally. Let's do multi-slash now. That's fine. I was hoping I'd get the other guy too. Get some extra experience. Nice. Rough leveled up.
No! They laughed at me. They called me the Tin Pot Dictator. I was so sure I would prove them wrong. But now look at me. My master. The great evil. He entrusted me with an army of automata. Trusted that I would destroy humanity. It was such a beautiful plan. is not over yet. One trump card remains. And if it destroys this entire island, then so be it. For I shall not be here. The task entrusted to me shall be carried out. All human life will be erased. Come to me, ultimate mechanical menace. I give you the Slaughtomaton! Yeah!
Destroy, destroy, eliminate humankind.
This boss can be a bit of a hassle. Let's do my best. He is weak to lightning, that's good. We'll do this. Hey, I could dazzle him. Let's try that.
How'd you like that?
Let's go, it worked! Yeah, let's do this. That's fine. I think he can attack twice, but be careful just in case. I'll just keep up the DPS for right now. Ooh, multi-slash or... See how multi-slash does. Should do a lot. It's a good amount right there. Let's go. I'm gonna heal Kiefer just in case. I had to do a whole lot. That's fine. Let's do full on rough as well. Okay. Oh, he's weak to crack. Let's do that. Wow. We're this early into the game and he already has Disruptive Wave. Okay, that's fine. For those of you that don't know, Disruptive Wave is a move that eliminates all your buffs. Alright, let's not waste too much time then. God, he does it again? That's annoying. Alright, let's attack normally then. How much does one's lightning slash do? 48? It's not bad. There's a lot of health. I'm not gonna waste my time using lifeboat either. I'll try Umfo one more time. And if he spams Destructive Wave, then that's fine. Okay, he's at yellow, that's good. Half health. Or slightly below half health. Let's just do this. And then we'll hit him with multi-slash. Just do a bunch of damage. I'm gonna heal Merlin. trouble here?
Cheers.
He's at red. That's good. Uh-oh. Okay, now he's fed up. Okay, so I'm like, ow. And I heal myself just in case. Hopefully this kills him. Nice critical hit. Oh, I wish I would have. Ow. I'm dead. Yep. Okay. Surprised I survived with 1 HP. Maybe this will work? Let's go.
They didn't stand a chance.
Hopefully someone levels up here. Looks like the hero did. That's good. And Kiefer.
How's about that?
Oh, nice. It drops a blue fragment. We're going to need that. Critical damage sustained. Preparing to self-destruct. Should have known it would be you making all the hullabaloo. Capital stuff, troops. Capital stuff indeed. Carried out our orders to the letter. The nefarious force behind our mechanical wolves has been well and truly obliterated. You have rid this green and pleasant land of the plague that threatened to destroy it, and in so doing, earned its undying gratitude. I shall return to the castle forthwith and share the good news with the king and the subjects. No need to rush back. Get yourself a little R&R. You've earned it. We did it! We did it! Now the kingdom's safe from those horrible automata. Got all sorts of things to think about, but for now, we better go and tell the king all that's happened. Managed to route out some tools for the repairing faulty units, but it doesn't seem as if the automata were actually manufactured here. Given their mechanical sophistication and the use of materials unfamiliar to us, I suspect they have not been manufactured in this world. I must say, I'm impressed you managed to defeat such advanced beings. I never would have thought we humans stood a chance against this sort of perfection. I'd certainly be no match for them. Not that I want to be, of course. Brute strength is so, well, brutish. Well, that fighting's made me hungry. Hey, if we ask the king nicely, he'll host a victory banquet for us. Alright, we're done with this dungeon. Oh, they're still here. Poisoned.
That's how it's done. Hey,
That giant automaton dropped down. I'll admit, I got a bit spooked, but I knew we could take it. Still, can't stop thinking about that stuff about the Demon King and the destruction of humanity and everything. I mean, if the Demon King has servants like that, I dread to think how big and tough he must be. Just wanted to restore my health here. They look nothing more than a gaggle of broken dolls, don't they? Oh, if you're looking for the captain, he was simply pressing to spread the news, so we rushed up to the castle via Frosheva. He's had a weight lifted off his shoulders, and no mistake, I'll bet he thought he'd never get rid of those blighters. All thanks to you. If I'd have known you were such consummate brooks, I would have waved you right on through when you first turned up here. Love the battle music, and I know it's so good. Unable to locate autonomous. Unable to locate autonomous. Alright, let's head to the, where is the... Let's head back to the castle here. Now that we finished the main quest on this island. Ah, there you all are. I was starting to wonder where you got to. Captain Goodwinding had been telling me all about your little adventure together. Capital stuff. Just marvelous. To the kingdom's newest and youngest recruits. Oh, and you two Goodwinding brothers, of course. Thaddeus, Autonomous. You brave heroes never once stopped straining your hearts, nerves, and sinews, and you fought true and brave. You have done our beloved kingdom proud, and on behalf of myself and all my subjects, I would like to thank you most sincerely. Thank you for your kind words, Your Majesty, but I was merely doing my duty. Now, your efforts above and beyond the call of duty deserve a reward. If it is within my power to give it, name it, and it shall be yours. I do not require baubles or gewgaws, Your Majesty. To serve king and country is more than reward enough. I would ask that you bestow any reward you feel due to me, to my brother, and these brave soldiers in my stead. I don't want anything from you people. In fact, I don't think I can stand another minute of this tedious rigmarole, if you'll excuse me. Autonomous, wait. I may proceed. For your gallant band services to the kingdom, allow me to present you with this. The knife has long been a treasure of the royal family. It possesses the power to paralyze enemies as you strike them. I am certain it will serve you well. Ooh, this is a pretty good weapon. The poison moth knife. At the risk of repeating myself, I would like once again to take this opportunity to thank you all. Our kingdom is in your debt. Thank you, Your Majesty. Now, if I may be excused. Oh. Before I take the teleporter back to Estard, I am going to check on people here real quick. Blammo. Nice, an Iron Axe. What is the attack power on this thing? Wow. More than the steel broadsword. Oh, I'm glad we fought that. We fought that group of enemies. Okay, there's no one here. I guess we'll head back to Estard here. It's the quickest way. I guess from Frobisher. Earlier I heard you say something about an enemy being at below half health. How could you tell? From what I remembered, you can't see enemy health. So it's kind of like a color-coded indicator. When you look at an enemy's name, sometimes there's like 3 highlighted colors to them. If it's white, that means it's still pretty healthy. If it's yellow, it's about half health, and when it's like red-orange, it's like you're close to killing it, basically. So that's like your indicator that like, oh, the enemy's almost dead. They started doing that with some of the more newer entries. In older Dragon Quest games, you kind of just like swung until they died. Alright, I guess I just leave this place now. Alright. Actually, there is one area I didn't go to. I'm trying to see if I can go back there real quick. The Frobisher region. Oh, their name, that's right. Yep. Exactly, Sync. Let me go back to here, because I think I missed like a question mark spot here in the... Oh, it's that area right there. Can I even go there right now? I cannot, the bridge is out. Okay, that makes sense. Attack the heal flame. Blammo, dude. One hit KO, I'll take it.
That was easy.
Hey,
Stone tablets, teleportals, monsters. This world really is full of mysteries. Still, it's no mystery what we need to do. There are people out there who are suffering, and it's up to us to help them. Right, Ulsta? Alright, let's head back. I thought I was missing a spot, but I guess not. But now that we're back in the present, let's check the Frobisher region, because it is back, because the island should be there now. Now, I still don't really understand how whole new islands can just appear out of nowhere. Come on, Ulster, let's go and see what's going on. Maybe the automatons are still about. Yeah, let's go check out before we go to the next island. We will probably find another stone tablet here in the new island. But I can't zoom there. Because technically I haven't been to that island in the present. Alright, where do I go? So it's southwest. But before we go there, let's disembark here in California. See what we can find. Do that one shot.
Right.
unnamed island. There's nothing here. Well, there's something here. I mean, I'll take the mini medal. Alright, we're here at the island of the automatons of the Frobisher region. Okay, let's here. Some gold. See what the castle has to say here. Oh, I say, hello there. Welcome to the realm of the King Faraday the VII, the quirkiest king you did ever see. Total treasures. Alright, let's explore the area here. Oh.
Am I clear?
Let's get things underway, shall we? Flick that switch, will you? Right you are. Damnation. This simply won't do. Switch it off, man. Yes, sir, right away. That's what a British actually had there for a sec. I know, right? I do my best. Obviously, I'm not an expert. I'm also not a voice actor, so... The automaton is giving off thick black smoke. The experiment doesn't appear to have gone very well. Oh, dash it all. It's just not the cheese, is it? Why won't the blessed thing walk? Or I guess it should be said walk. Alright, let's see what's in here.
Huh.
I wonder if those brain boxes the king has employed will ever crack it and create a fully operational mechanical man. Of course, even if they do, it won't make we guards' lives any easier. King Faraday's dead against using them for any military purpose whatsoever, you see. Seems rather a shame, but His Majesty believes that using them in battle just wouldn't be cricket. He's a man of principles, and we must respect that. I take it you're travelers, Well, clear out your knuckles and listen up. As you're new here, there's something you should know. The area to the west is strictly out of bounds. Always has been, and always will be. No one, under any circumstances, with no exceptions whatsoever, is allowed to set foot there, ever. Understood? I know what you're thinking. Sounds intriguing. I shall head over there and have a nose right away. Well, don't. You have been warned. I enjoy when people put their own voice to characters in games. Yeah, I know. It's just... I try to, like, see, like... obviously, when with RPGs as big as, like, Dragon Quest or Final Fantasy that have voice acting, I try to, like, hear how the characters sound and do my best to replicate that voice.
Oh,
Emphasis on, like, you know, try or do, because it might not always come out right. Hello there. I take it you're another one of those scholar chaps the king's been summoning to the castle left, right, and center? You know, the more I look at you, the less you seem like the sturdiest sort. You're not a scholar at all, you big fibber. You look more swashbuckling than scholarly. Well, I bet you've never read a book in your life. Wow. You just called us dumb.
Huh.
If you're looking for His Majesty, you'll find him directly above us. That's fair? Yeah.
Huh.
His Majesty's a little tied up at the moment. Perhaps this could wait until later. No, I need to talk to him. Upon my life, do you really mean to tell me that you still haven't done as I asked? This is the sum total of wisdom in our realm. How many of you will it take before we have progress? I guess progress. Simply will not do. It's a dash disgrace. How am I meant to look in His Majesty in the eye? You mustn't get agitated, old man. We wouldn't want your gout flaring up again, would we? If it is I who am at fault, I apologize. I have been altogether too immoderate in my demands. But your Majesty, you owe them no apology. This gaggle of ignoramuses, these so-called scholars, are the ones to blame here. Oh no, I expected too much. After our early successes with the aspirator, I had assumed that things would progress at the same heady pace. That was foolish of me. So can I talk to him now? Oh, it's a cutscene.
Ah, so we have visitors in our midst. I welcome you to my humble domain. You come to us at an exciting time. My subjects are currently striving to place our realm at the forefront of technological progress. You may return to the rulers of your land and tell them this. If they wish to march with us into the brave new future, we will gladly welcome them on our journey to a paradise of convenience and ease. Which reminds me, you gentlemen may return to your research.
Your Majesty, it's...
Now, my good man, take a few deep breaths and compose yourself.
Yes, Your Majesty. Thank you, Your Majesty. I bring important news. We've finally found one, Your Majesty. A mechanical man from ancient times.
Can this really be true?
Yes, Your Majesty. There's no mistake, I assure you. We found it in the far west of the kingdom, Your Majesty.
Oh! So, you ignored the received wisdom of centuries and ventured into no man's land, did you? Well, now we know what it has been hiding all these years. Things are getting interesting. Muster the troops. We depart immediately. You, man, you will guide me personally to the place of which you speak.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Ever so sorry for the interruption. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must prepare to depart. Exciting developments are afoot. You are most welcome to stay and enjoy all that the castle has to offer. Farewell for now. I will join the men and depart immediately. I leave matters here in your capable hands, Minister.
Yes, Your Majesty. Of course, Your Majesty. Do take care as you go.
Alright, before we go, let's loot the area. Okay, same dialogue. Oh, we all love a nice clean carpet. As clean as clean can be. Take your silly machines to market. All you need is good old me. This automated cleaning whatchamacallits do a passable job, but I'm forever finding spots they've managed to miss. Now, to get things really clean, you need that human touch. Where? Ooh, I'll take that. It's a good defense boost. And money. Alright, let's loot the rest of the cat. Dude, is that the farmer with the shotgun from Dragon Ball Z? Ah, lovely. I've just been polishing the flagstones here. Keeping this old castle clean has been me life's work. Keep it spotless. Man and boy I have. Cause nowadays, you got these cold-hearted little tin devils doing the work without asking for anything in return. If I didn't carry on like this much longer, there won't be any work left for the likes of me. Well, I'm not gonna let him beat me at my own game. I'll polish this place till me knuckles bleed. Now where's that scouter? Man, nothing in the pots and barrels? Come on, bro. Has to be something here. Strong medicine? Fair enough. Automated debris aspirator. We escaped from the castle catacombs is a fantastically well-crafted device. Whoever constructed it was vastly superior to ourselves in terms of engineering acumen and technical prowess. Prowess? But that makes it even more peculiar than whoever it was should have left no records of their existence. There's a rather alarming gap in history of the kingdom, to say the least. Since arriving here, I've been delving into the kingdom's past. The intriguing thing is that all historical records appear to stop dead at the same point. It's almost as if they were trying to erase the memory of something altogether. Hey Asta, where'd the king go? Wait, picked up a scent. Let's go after him. Ugh, it's been nothing but hot graft and elbow grease since those scholarly salts arrived. Keep demanding dishes that will make their brains bigger and help them think faster. Would you credit it? Is eating the right supper going to magically make you invent something? That doesn't sound like science to me. It sounds like bally Tommy rot. Where the hell? Okay, there we go. I'll take that. Open this gate. But before I go down, I'm going to break these barrels. Because that's what DK would do. Head downstairs, flip the camera. What's this guard say? Oh, hello there. Welcome to the castle dungeon. Well, it's not much of a dungeon, I suppose. For a start. No one's locked up in here in gosh knows how long. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I don't even think there's a lock on the door. If you want to poke your nose in, I shan't stop you. I mean, I will take this fragment. Break this, break that. I need more items. 3 items in a wider location. Well, it's not the done thing to gossip, but I heard those scholarly chaps discussing something dashed interesting, and I just had to share with someone. Apparently, in the dim and distant past, our green and pleasant kingdom was attacked by mechanical men. Would you believe it? Sounds like it was a pretty close-run thing, but our ancestors emerged victorious and decided to do away with every man jack of the Iron Devils. It's a crying shame, don't you think? If there was just one of them intact, we could have used it to help us build some clockwork companions of our own. What the? Chimera wing, I really don't need that, but sure, I'll take it. Tell me, have you ever ventured to the west of the kingdom? No? I must warn you, it's haunted. Not a soul lives there, but nonetheless, there is a little house. And if one listens carefully, just talking about it makes me come over all peculiar. It was a voice, not a human voice. Not a voice from this world at all, if you ask me. Golly, it's a scorch. Just a day for a nice picnic, and no mistake. Yes, a visit to that spot by the coast out west would be just a ticket. But of course, we're not allowed to go there. There's only one spot I haven't been to. Oh, I thought there was a hole in there like there was before. Man, the day we have been waiting for has finally arrived. The mechanical man has been located. Make preparations to depart for that no man's land to the west at once.
Huh?
I say, hold on just a second. Your Majesty, wait. You can't go there. You mustn't. Come now, Ambrose. What the dickens has gotten into you? We finally found one of those automated soldiers we've been seeking for so long. Our dreams are about to become a reality at last. You should be as pleased as I am, surely. Your Majesty, I wish I could explain. Really, I do. Alas, all I can say is that you must call off your expedition immediately. Ha! Are you completely off your chump, Ambrose? I'll bring you a nice souvenir, I promise. Come on, you lot. Excuse me. Could I trouble you for a moment? I know it's none of your concern, but I am at a loss as to who else to ask. The cave far to the west of the castle has been designated to a no man's land for centuries, you see. No one is permitted to enter under any circumstance whatsoever, no matter what reasons they may have. It's my duty to see that the ban on entry is upheld, but I'm rather too much of an old lump to catch up with them. You couldn't chase the king down and stop him, could you? I know it's right out of the blue, but you'd be doing an old man a service he wouldn't forget in a hurry.
Hey!
Snowman's land they're talking about, that's where Autonomous's Institute of Autometry was, right? Well, either way, it sounds like we should head west. Whatever gets me the next fragment at this point. Did I go here? I did go here, right? I did. Pick this up. I was gonna say there's nothing here. I'll take that mini medal. What else is there? Coagulant. Automated debris of aspirators in a serious state of disrepair. Won't be cleaning anything again anytime soon. Mechanical maid is in a serious state of disrepair. It won't be working again anytime soon. Oof.
No response from master received. No movement detected. Soup temperature critically low. Commencing reheating procedure. Okay.
Must administer hot soup. Soup will ensure revival. Ooh. Shit, how do we tell her? There's no response. It's just a skeleton. Oof. Assuming I have to leave now. Yep.
Oh?
Oh, what do we have here? Are you not aware that this is strictly forbidden to enter this place? Oh, we can't very well help if the odd traveler wanders in by mistake, I suppose. I shan't make a fuss this once. And besides, I wouldn't be surprised if old Ambrose put you up to it anyways. You shouldn't listen to him, you know. Now, be good eggs and stand aside. We wouldn't want Ambrose and yourself to be inconvenienced for obstructing the crown now, would we? Quickly before I lose my unflappable royal rag. So it's true, an actual mechanical man, as I live and breathe. As it appears to be fully operational. I can scarcely believe it. Marvelous, just marvelous. This perfectly preserved specimen will be an incalculable boon to our research. Gods, escort our clockwork friend back to the castle without delay. Under no circumstance are you to manhandle it. Is that clear? This is a national treasure of the First Order. Yes, Your Majesty. My dear, there's no need to be frightened. Come along, and we'll take you somewhere nice.
Oh, no.
Aster, motionless, must administer soup. Soup will ensure revival. Soup, you say? Well, if it's soup you're after, we've buckets of the stuff up at the castle. Come along now, follow me. Fresh soup required. Possible source identified. Investigating. This is the man behind it all. The visionary. The mechanical genius himself. I hope you will not object to us building on your achievements. Truly, we will be standing on the shoulders of a giant. Oh, it seems some light is finally to be shed on the mystery of all those blank centuries. We are present at an epical moment in our kingdom's history. Time waits for no man. It is my task to fire up the engines of progress. A brighter future for mankind glimmers on the horizon. We must set our sights on reaching it. National treasure. Kickles. Yes, we're gonna steal the Declaration of Independence. This is bad. Who knows what they're gonna do with poor old Ellie? We've got to go back to the castle and stop them. I'm trying to remember if you go back to the past again to like ensure some kind of peaceful burial, but it's been a while. Where the hell? Could they have taken Ellie? Perhaps the throne room? The laboratory of theirs. Let's check the lab. Okay. King said something about shedding light on mysteries and stuff like that, right? Well, I get the feeling that's gonna involve taking Ellie to pieces to see how she was put together, and I don't like the sound of that one bit. Oh, there it is.
Indeed.
Well, let's begin, shall we? Yes, let's get started. We believe this flying protuberance here is what enables the contraption to stand on its own 2 feet.
Yes.
We tried detaching it and see, in the interest of science, of course. Certainly. I don't see why not. Oof.
Huh?
Your Majesty, I must ask that you call a halt to this barbarity immediately. We must allow Ellie to return home.
Really?
Ellie, eh? So the contraption has a name, does she, Ambrose? How very interesting. I've had the feeling for a while that you know rather more than you've been letting on. It's the only thing I could think of that would explain why you were quite so agitated about our little expedition. Ever so sorry, but you leave me a little choice. Call the gods. But, I mean, yes, Your Majesty. At once.
Right.
Gods. Guards! Yes, Your Majesty. Escort Ambrose to the dungeon, would you? Ambrose, Your Majesty. Surely not, Your Majesty. Are you questioning the orders of your king, man? You heard me. Throw him in the dungeon this instant. Much as it pains me to do this, Ambrose, I'm afraid it must be done. You will languish a while at my pleasure. We must learn the secrets of the mechanical man as quickly as we are able, and without interruption.
Am I clear?
As to what manner of vital information you have been holding back, I will discuss that with you later. Now take him away. Yes, Your Majesty. I'm ever so sorry, Ambrose, old man, but if you wouldn't mind coming with us.
Mm-hmm.
Not at all. You're only doing your duty, shall we? Gods, one moment. There won't be any need to lock him in. Let's not make this any uglier than it has to be, hmm? Yes, Your Majesty. Asta, if all the old records were destroyed, how come Ambrose knows Ellie's name? Only one way to find out. Let's go ask him. And ask him we shall. The king's kind of a dick. Wait. Wrong way. Awfully sorry. I really should have never dragged you into all of this. Now that you're involved, I'm afraid you're my only hope. Could I possibly trouble you for one last favor? Thanks ever so much. I appreciate it. I really do. The truth of the matter is that Ellie up there was created by an ancestor of mine, a fellow by the name of Autonomous. Poor girl wasn't able to get her head around the fact that he passed away, and has been doing her best to continue looking after him in the century since his demise. When I first saw her at it and understood what was going on, I made a solemn vow never to allow her return to be disturbed. That's why you have to help me. We must get dear old Ellie back home where she belongs. Of course, she won't be going anywhere unless we get her back on her feet. And without the vital component of smelly nincompoops removed, that's not going to happen. So I'm going to need your assistance. You'll get the old girl back in ship shape, won't you?
Well,
Splendid. Now, I have a set of automaton blueprints stashed back in Frobisher, together with a spare ball called the Globular Pistol. The only other person who knows the hiding place is my granddaughter. You'll find her in my house to the southeast of town. She is but a child, yet her knowledge of all things mechanical far outstrips most of the fully grown dabblers and tinkers you'll find in this kingdom. She will be able to offer you all manners of assistance in your quest. Right, that's quite enough dilly-dallying. Up to it. I'm just gonna zoom out of here. Ambrose said his granddaughter was in the house in the southeast of Frobisher. Well, let's get going. We need to find these blueprints, grab that globular thingamajig, and fix Ellie. Sure.
Oh,
Welcome. Jolly nice of you to come all the way to dear old Frobisher. Before I do, I'm just gonna loot all this stuff here. Fishnet stockings. Afraid the room's still in the process of being cleaned. Can you hear those winsome whines? Ah, it's music to my ears. So nice to have a helping hand with the chores. It's all thanks to His Majesty. We had a team of eggheads build them for us to see. We're so lucky to have him. He's a king in a million. So the thing is, Father, I wasn't sure. I say, have you no manners? Can't you see I'm in the midst of confessing my sins here? Jeez. Alright. Might as well save while we're here. King Faraday the VII is a marvelous monarch, a veritable paragon of nobility. With all the leading scholars in the kingdom laboring night and day to come up with ingenious devices to benefit his adoring subjects. The first fruit of their labors was the mechanical cleaning device you will no doubt have seen keeping our streets spotless. You can bet your britches there'll be plenty more where that came from. He's an absolute ballybrick of a king, he really is. Say the king's trying to make some kind of clockwork person or some such silliness. Surely it can't be done. It's against the natural order of things. What if he does manage it? Well, I hope it's in the form of a lovely lady. Oh boy. He's already looking for an AI girlfriend. I just had the most awful dream. I fell into a pond and I was sure I was going to drown and When I woke up, my trousers were sopping wet. Maybe it wasn't a dream after all. Let's see here. Supposed to be a curious sort of fortune teller living out in the ruins to the east. Say that she's a frightful charlatan. Her predictions haven't the slightest thing to do with anything. Goodness gracious me, another bite and I shall burst. I think after we're done with this quest, I'm gonna call it a night. Deck, you're here to get your hands on one of those spiffy new clean devices, am I right? No. Really, you're not? Well, that makes no odds. They're not available to buy. More stupidity. There's rumors of these miraculous machines that brought me here, you see. Tried every trick in the book, but to no avail. All my attempts to purchase one have been flatly refused. Apparently, the king has had his engineers create them in order to improve the lives of his subjects, and has no interest in selling them at any price. I was thinking that everything had its price. I'd do anything to get my grubby mitts on one of the little rubbish inhaling wonders. It's just a vacuum cleaner, bro, relax. I'll take the mini medal. And the strong medicine. What do you guys saw? Oh. I will take the leather whip though.
Hey!
This Gloria pissed is what's over in Frobisher, is it? If we want to know the hiding place, we're gonna have to need to find Ambrose's granddaughter first. Well, what are we waiting for? My husband had an illustrious ancestor by the name of Thaddeus Goodwinding. He was the captain of the guard over at the castle. The story goes he had a younger brother by the name of Autonomous who chose to become an engineer rather than a god. In case you're wondering how we know all this, my father-in-law read it all in an old book that had been gathering dust in a wardrobe for years. After he read it, he started sneaking off to that no man's land west of here. Heaven knows why. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to tell anyone this, am I? Gosh. Me and my big mouth. Be a dear and forget everything I just said, would you? Take the gold. Before I talk to her. The sword instructor was a fellow named Ambrose, who was right here in Frobisher. It's a tough old bird, alright. A hell of a teacher. Under his expert guidance, I managed to win the Faraday Castle Amateur Swordsman Jamboree on not one, but 2 occasions. Great days. Also takes a look at the telescope. Everything looks green and pleasant for miles around. Alright, let's talk to her.
Thanks.
Hello there. Are you looking for something? What's that? You want to know where Ellie's spare part is hidden, and the blueprints do, but why? Oscar explains everything to Ambrose's granddaughter. Oh no, so the king finally found poor Ellie. Still, you're gonna help fix her, so it's not all bad news. You'll find the blueprints and the spare part buried under the barrel by the waterway. But remember, it's a secret. Oh, be careful where you're digging. It's ages since that stuff was buried, so who knows what state it'll be in. Spare raft is buried under a barrel near a waterway. Right, sounds like you better get to digging then. Near a waterway? So like in the world map or... Oh, sure. Oh, I think I know where. Oh, didn't go here. I'll gladly take this fragment. I almost missed that. What the luck? It's the blueprints and spare part. Figured to be there.
Ah,
Hold on. Better not be heading back to the castle without me. Truth is, I know all about Ellie and how she was built by my ancestor. I just can't stand the thought of her crippled and cooped up in the castle, no matter how important our kingdom deems the autonomical arts. Ellie isn't just any old automaton, you see. No, there's something special about her. And if you let me join you, you can count on me to decipher those blueprints and fix Ellie up to her true self. Honor bright. So please let me come along with you. Sure. Well, that is most obliging of you. Thanks. My name is Bobby. Delighted to meet you. I imagine Ellie is being held in the castle laboratory. Come on, we've got to hurry. Let's do the thing.
ah.
Okay. You telling me I can't zoom right now, bro? I do like how your entire party follows you. Ah, perfect timing. Couldn't have come at a better moment. I was just thinking that if I didn't eat soon, I'd kill over and expire. I'd had to ask, but I was so grateful if you'd hold the fort here while I go and eat something. Toodaloo.
Oh,
Now's our chance. Come on, let's fix up Ellie. I can't believe they rejiggered this gizmo so that gizmo so it's powering the sprocket. They've done a real job on you, poor girl. But I think I can help. There we go. Now we just need to attach the Gobbler Pistotron. If you do the honors. Also slots the Gobbler Pistotron at Ellie's chest and hears a gratifying click. Soup temperature critically low. Must locate master. Searching.
Unexpected.
Master located. Master must return to bed. Master is critically ill. Oh, what's going on? Wait, I think Ellie might think you're Mr. Autonomous, I think. Master is critically ill. Must return to bed. Must consume soup. Settle down, Ellie. Take a closer look. That isn't autonomous, is it? Error detected. Unable to identify autonomous.
Really?
What in heaven's name do you think you're doing here? This room is strictly off limits.
Ah!
Gods, seize these intruders and frog march them into the cells this instant.
Oh no.
Autonomous not detected. Ellie must return home. Must make fresh soup. Hang on there. What did this contraption just say? Hot soup essential. Must revive master. Said autonomous just now. I heard you. You're talking about the fellow who once dwelled in that shack, I take it. Must return to master. Master is critically ill. Must consume soup. And I'll be. This is quite an extraordinary development.
Right.
Gods, you will accompany the Ellie, and ensure she arrives safely at her home. But before you set off, be sure to release Ambrose from his cell and take him with you. What we have witnessed here today is nothing short of miraculous. The spark of something I hitherto thought of a uniquely human in the breast of an agglomeration of inorganic metal. If we are to ever develop an automaton that can truly think and feel, we must observe Ellie in her own habitat. She has much to teach us. Now look lively. Yes, Your Majesty.
clear to me that Ellie possesses a heart and a soul. Extraordinary. Absolutely extraordinary. This is it. This is the automaton I have long dreamed of creating. The perfect machine.
Forgive me, Your Majesty, but I must protest. You have seen Ellie's plight for yourself. There's nothing perfect about it.
Yes. Ellie, you must listen to me. Your master died a long time ago. There is no need for you to make soup anymore. Do you understand that?
Hot soup required. Soup will ensure revival. Must restore master to health. Take walks again. Be together.
It is true. She has no understanding of death. Ellie shows love and devotion to someone who is gone and will never come back. What good does that do her? Or anyone else? My dream has always been to create mechanoids that resemble man in every way. I wanted them to have a human heart and soul, but also the gift of eternal life. But now, I have begun to doubt the wisdom of the entire enterprise. Would such an invention really guarantee a bright future for this kingdom? The truth is, I don't know. I have no idea anymore. Listen up, men. Ellie is not to be disturbed under any circumstances. Is that clear? No one will be allowed to enter this area on pain of death.
Yes, Your Majesty.
It looks like this is it, Ellie. It's all for the best, I think. Goodbye.
That ban on disturbing Ellie in peace. There shouldn't be any more trouble in Faraday. And we can't leave without saying goodbye to Ambrose and Bobby.
Oh?
Oh, my young friends, you've done a rip-roaring job. Everything has worked out perfectly. Ellie's back where she belongs, tending to her beloved master. I don't think King Faraday would ever have seen the light without your able assistance. I can assure you that we'll never forget all you've done for us.
Well.
Ah, I almost forgot. I have a little something that I hope you will accept as a token of my gratitude. I'm gonna need that. This was stored in Thomas' workshop. According to the notes he left, it's a very precious object indeed. One that only the very bravest adventurers will know what to do with. I confess, don't quite understand its purpose myself, but I'm confident that you will.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad I got to meet you. Thanks for everything, and make sure you come back and visit. And that takes care of that quest. Don't usually like oily, metally smells, but Ellie smells nice to me. Must be her kindness that makes her difference. Alright. Before I leave, I'm gonna explore the rest of this island. Poor Ellie, though. It's amazing that Autonomous had a stone tablet stored in the workshop. I thought he'd be too busy tinkering with the automata to bother keeping something like that. Those very bravest adventurers in this note must be us, right? So he did like us after all. Good old Autonomous. Oops, didn't mean to do that.
Oh.
Hello, dear. Feel like you're fortune telling I'm your girl. Fancy seeing what the future holds? Sure. Marvelous. Here we go then. Baboo. I see it. It's to the east. A mysterious flower floating in the pond, gathered by one who was dedicated his life to protecting it. Well, that's your lot. Hope it's of some use to you. I'll take the mini medal. Uh-oh, this spot is actually an unexpected. Oh boy. Oh, unexpected. Cute. Let's see how we do here. This area reminds me of where you fight that Titan crab Pokemon SV. You're talking about Cloth, right? Yeah, I can see that actually. Dazzle this guy. One full. Good thing that missed. Yes. Yep. Yeah, I could see it actually. It's a rocky area with a bunch of cliffs. The exterior where you just were. Oh, okay, yeah. No, yeah, I definitely see it. What do I do here? Oh, that's not gonna do that much damage. This is gonna do a bunch of damage though. I'll definitely do a lot. Nice. Nice crit.
All in a day's work.
Might find another. Oh, never mind. That was broken. Bobby's so young and smart. With folks like her, I just know this kingdom has a bright future ahead of it. But it's time for us to wave this place goodbye. Come on, Oster. Our next adventure awaits. I think this song. I feel like this song is from Dragon Quest V, but I could be wrong. Where? Well, I can finally cross this area. That's a teleportal. Or a shrine that has a teleportal in it. Oh, that could be a shortcut. But before I go in there, I'm gonna continue. Yep, there's something here. Dude, Shelmet. Can he wear it? He can. Good amount of defense. Gonna check the northern part of this island too. Yep, figured there was something else here. Seed of Sorcery, that's pretty good. I feel like this is gonna lead me back to the island, to the Pool of Piety, or it could be something else entirely. Gonna check the exterior here real quick in case there's something. Ah, I knew it. I'll take that mini medal. can pet the kitty. Seal the mysterious power, huh? Tis an eternity I've waited. The light which once illumined these lands hath long since been extinguished. Still I wait. But I have faith that all is not in vain. Nay, one day my duty shall be fulfilled. I have faith that the ruins in which the Almighty sleepeth shall one day be discovered. Aye, when the sacred stone spoketh of in legend is brought here, I shall know that it is time. Keep that in mind for later. For now, we can do this. Head back to the Shrine of Mysteries and build our next fragment. I don't think I could do anything with this. Nope. What about this one? Don't have enough blue pieces, so it's gotta be the next yellow one. We're gonna find the next. We're gonna enter this island, find a save point, and then just call it there. Maybe fight a couple of enemies along the way too. I love boomerangs.
Knew I had it in me.
I hope this is the island where we can eventually change vocations. That'd be pretty cool. But we'll see. Gonna do this actually. I'm glad I joined a little late and missing it. Hey, it's all good, man. The good thing is it's a short stream, so if you ever want to watch the VOD, it won't be too long.
Easy peasy.
I'll take more herbs. Here's a settlement. Oh, the Roamer arc. This is a pretty good arc in my opinion.
Hey!
I've never seen a campsite like this before. It's rather fascinating, actually. How about we talk to some of his residents? Shh, be quiet, please. Do not talk to me now. Perhaps you should not talk at all, in fact. No one can know that I'm here. Alright, let's find a sweet Lala. Her dancing steals my heart. What's this? Ooh, perfect. Need that. I'll take the mini medal. Let's see. The items are here. 2. I don't want to talk to him just yet because that's part of a story quest. It's just taking longer than usual. Well, it has been 60 years since the last one. There are many matters to discuss. I can only hope there's not too much pressure upon young Lala. Can the clan's destiny really be placed in her hands? Oh, I think that's a safe point. Oh, I did no bad thing. I promise. I never touched Florence Torben without permission. I know its importance. I'm truly blessed that he has agreed to instruct me in its playing. My only fear is that Florin will have no time for my lessons once he is married to Lala. I think this is where we're gonna have to call it here, guys. Oh no, wait. So Marini Shimi's gone too. Some words have also been scrolled in the margin. To Lala, with all my love. Is there really not like a save point here?
Ah,
Well, it's a long time since any Gahos visit us. Strange that you choose tonight of all nights. You see, the Almighty has long since been sealed away, and it is our duty of we roamers to restore him to his rightful place. And when the time comes to restore him, it shall be the duty of the clan's dancer to do so. She who amongst us is the most blessed with the power of the Earth Spirit. Only rarely are those born to us who are so blessed, but one or two each generation at most. And tonight we shall learn whether we have a daughter worthy of the task. Lala will pass the test, of course. There is no doubt. Rombaro knows her talent. Next stream will probably be on Thursday, sync. Same time. Saturday I will be busy because it is Valentine's Day. Somewhere in this world, an altar exists. That is the place wherein the Almighty is sealed. We roamers have searched many centuries for this altar. Finally, we approach the location described in the legends. Once we cross these fountains, we will arrive at last.
ah,
Tonight, you see, decide who will be the clan's next dancer. Lala will be the chosen, of course, there is no doubt. Rombaro and Madame Rosa know her talent. The blood of the Earth Spirit flows through her veins. How I envy her. Thought there would be a priest out here. Although you're part of the clan, are you? Oh, I didn't think Gahos would be hiking around these parts. Talk to everybody. Oh, okay. I missed the spot, I guess. Say, the Earth Spirit is one of the four great spirits. All four came into the world when the Almighty was sealed away long, long ago. It seems the power of the Earth Spirit lives on in young Lala. That is the meaning of the mark she carries. Her fate, it is of unspeakable importance. It cannot be easy. Still, we roamers are all very, very proud of her. Should be it. Talk to this guy.
Yes?
Ritual's not over yet, I'm afraid. You're gonna have to, Actually, it looks like the ritual's about to end. If you wouldn't mind just taking a step back. There, the ritual is complete.
Listen.
Gather round, roamers. Today is an auspicious day. A new dancer has been chosen. Come, step forward, Lala. Fellow roamers, Lala is our new dancer. It is she who will lead us to the brighter tomorrow. Now come, Florin. You too must take your place beside Lala. Lauren, you've shown that you play with purity and strike notes that ring clear and true. Together with Lala, you must lead we roamers toward our destiny.
Okay.
I'll do my best, Madame Rosa. Roamers, it is time to celebrate. Celebrate until the morning comes. Drink, dance, and be merry. The future is bright. Sorry to keep you waiting so long. I can introduce you to Rombato and Madame Rosa if you'd like to follow me. Rombato, Madame Rosa, I brought some gajos to see you. They are right here in the middle of the ritual.
Listen.
Stab Boldo? What's that, Boldo? Do we have visitors? What a pleasant surprise. Just rare to see gajos roaming the mountains these days. How many years has it been, Rombato? How long now since we last met with travelers on the road? Come, Rosa. Do not jump to conclusions so steadily. How can you be certain that these gajos are mere travelers? Perhaps they are monsters, disguised in human form. Monsters? Rombato? Really? Tell me, gajos, do you have any evidence, any proof that you're not in fact monsters? Yes? Oh, and can you present it to me? Yes? But the party doesn't have any way of proving they're not monsters. Certainly done little to quell my suspicions by claiming to have evidence when you do not. Come, Rombato, that is enough. These travelers are surely too tired of your silly games. Really? How dull. Young gajos, I must apologize for Rombato's behavior. Sadly, he is fond of tomfoolery. Plainly, you are not monsters. I would like you to offer our clan's warmest greetings and the blessings of the roamers. We cannot perhaps give you the best of our hospitality here in the mountains, but I hope you enjoy your time with us nonetheless. If anything causes you trouble, be sure to inform Rombato to myself right away. I don't think I can save here. Oh, I can save here. Wow. Perfect. Alright, yeah. I think this is where I'm gonna call it, guys. It was some pretty good progress. We saved the kingdom of Faraday and the Frobisher from the mechanical threat, and now we just made it to the Roamer arc. It's gonna be a good one. I should be able to finish it by next stream. I like these little episodic episodes for like shorter streams. We finish an island, maybe two if we have time, and get to the next island and save there and continue onwards from there. But yeah, no. I'm just gonna leave it right there for right now. I definitely appreciate you guys being here as always. Appreciate the love and support. And it's because of you guys that I am able to provide you with some pretty good gameplay and commentary. It keeps the not only does it keep engagement intact, but you know, it's pretty entertaining talking with you guys. I like talking with you guys. It's fun. We'll talk about like some random topics, and it just evolves from there into like life stuff, and it's amazing. Yeah. I think obviously, yeah. Any lurkers that are here, my buddy Sync here, he is also a streamer, and he is currently streaming Ocarina. He's currently playing through Ocarina of Time for the first time. You know, the popular, critically acclaimed Zelda game from the 90s. It's a great game, by the way. Love it to death. But yeah, he's playing it for the first time, and he's gonna be streaming tomorrow. So be sure to catch him on that. Subscribe to him, and I promise you, you will not be disappointed. His commentary is great, and he has a pretty chill community too. So I definitely recommend checking him out if you guys get the chance. But yeah, with that being said, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. We will continue this on Thursday, same time. Again, shorter stream. It is what it is. Shadow Temple? Shadow Temple. No, tomorrow's the Spirit Temple, right? You finished the Shadow Temple. Should be you should be at the Spirit Temple now. Yeah, Spirit Temple. There you go. Yeah. But thank you guys for sticking around. To my viewers and my lurkers, you guys take care. I will hopefully see you guys on Thursday when we will continue more with Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. Y'all take care. Have a good night and peace.